Hey, what's up, everybody? Monkey Puzzle here, and I'm just finishing up another prospect on Icarus. This one was the one called Dry Run. It is a little expedition to the desert where we opened up the canyon and created access, ostensibly, to the desert. And just about to leave. This one I did with my friends Kubaril and Crackers, and they and I both really like to build and leave a little mark and really kind of prepare for each of these, even though we could have run it a lot more quickly and been in and out. And because you have to leave everything behind, I decided for each one of these missions, I want to just do a little short video at the end, 10, 15, 20 minutes, just to kind of document what we built, what we did, and maybe just a little bit each time about what we learned. So right here you can see we got a little base there kind of hidden behind this rock. Not totally predator proof, but far enough away that none of them ever found it and attacked it. I had a false start on recording this, and I was attacked by about 3 wolves here just a second ago. There is one actually right there, so let's deal with that one real quick. So that is a case in point that they are here and they can't find us. So this is actually a fairly busy wolf spawn. I'm going to get that out of the way so that it doesn't attract another. But yeah, it was just kind of far enough back there that it avoided attention. Did not see any bears here at all. Usually I like to make the bases totally proof. Like I almost put it all the way up there, but it wasn't really necessary. That worked out well, and it was really nice how close to the lake it was. We're over here in N10, very close to that little cave that we had to open up to get to this desert canyon here. We went all through here and up to the ice here. This was a little weird. There was ice by the desert, but it was great because I've got some, as you'll see, for our ice boxes there. Anyway, let me give you a quick little tour, not take too long, but just to show you what we did. So it was tucked away here. We went pretty much straight to stone this time right away. And I like how the entrances kind of blend into the rock. We got the stairs that are basically on the same slope as the rock face here. You can walk in either to the lower floor or to the bottom floor, the first floor, and come on in. And it's got that nice warm stone building and nice swank hardwood floor thing going on. And we got in most of what we need. We got through all 3 of the workbenches again this time, including, I guess this is tier 2 as well, the anvil bench, and then went pretty much straight to the concrete furnace as soon as we could. This one, we were going to make rifles, but we couldn't quite get there because we didn't do enough caves to get enough titanium, so we were 19 titanium short from our first hunting rifle, but we pretty much did the whole thing just with bone arrows and these recurve bows, which do quite nicely for this. So those were absolutely fine. So if you can't make it to the rifles, I definitely recommend making at least to the recurve bow. The bone arrows do fine because the flint arrows, which are actually iron arrows, are way more expensive. But anyway, yeah, so we got our crafting stations here. I really like how the back wall is all the rock. And then this one here opens up to a nice little porch looking out over the lake. There is a cave underwater right there, which is pretty cool. We've got a nice load of resources right out of there. We have a little ramp here, so when we're coming from this side, we can get on up here. And then what else we got? We've got the skinning bench. We've got the oxide dissolver. We've got just a ton of mats. Crackers and Cube were both working on leveling up, so one of the ways they were doing that was just by harvesting. But we have so much stuff here. If this was persistent, we would just be set. We pretty much got a full-on kitchen. We're just missing the potbelly stove. We were making, you can see from my hotbar, pumpkin bread again, and bread and pie, and managed to get some ice, I said, from that area up there. So we've got stuff all being preserved pretty nicely there. And then let me take you guys upstairs. And we got a second floor up here that has the next level of crafting stuff. So the biofuel composter to fuel the stove downstairs. And it fills the biofuel lamp that I got right here. And we've got the concrete mixer, the carpentry bench, cabinets all throughout. We made it to these beds. I actually think I like the sleeping bags more, honestly. These look like they have plastic sheets for kids who wet their bed or something. At least let us make some blankets and throw it on there. And then the thing we got this time that we didn't have before is I actually, after we did the mission, I went ahead and learned the glassworking bench, which was quite large. So I actually had to expand the base out here, make this little sunroom. So I used the glass itself to do it. So got these glass walls and a glass door. And all the windows now also have glass windows. There is the regular wooden frame glass window, and this is the metal framed heavy glass window. This one's a bit stronger. It's got a bit more durability. Let me see. This one is 750. That one's 250. I was told that these are not proof to the winds and the storms, but they made it through quite a few storms, a lightning storm as well, and they were fine. Probably because they have a stone roof. But it's just kind of nice to have a nice sunroom there. I wish the glass was a little less murky, but it's still a nice look. And then the last thing to show you here is up here. Let me just put my hammer away. As we've got our crops, I was growing watermelons and pumpkins and these reed flowers. So we can use those to either make medicine or wine. And then, yeah, the little solar panel that we got here from the mission, I went ahead and used it, and it's a perfectly good solar panel. I had to learn how to wire it up. The wiring is a little tricky. You get infinite wire from the one roll, but it wants to make these big, wide curves, so it's really hard to get it tucked in just right. This is the one spot that it kind of didn't blend in, but for the most part, it was all right. And I got that hooked up. I took it all the way down to try out these lights here. This one, the basic wall light, if these other ones weren't on, let's turn these off real quick. It's very directional. Shoots out over here, but it doesn't light up around it very much at all. This one, the ceiling light, is much more omnidirectional. They're a very bluish light. It's not too bad. It's not nearly as bad as some of the other lights like the flashlight or the biofuel lamp. So it's not too bad, but I do like the warmth also from the torches, but it is kind of a yellow light. So take your pick. We got both going on, and over here lighting up the workbenches. Managed to get the wiring all the way along here. Got this little kink here, but not too bad. So managed to kind of get it mostly tucked in there. So I think that is most of what I had to show you. Just still working my way through all of this. I am level 42 right now. So still got a ways to go. Have come quite a ways, but have not learned everything in the tech tree yet. Am learning more and more each time. So each time is kind of an adventure. A big part of the fun for me, and one of the reasons I linger after the expeditions, is just so I can do more of this and see what this has available and opening up options. So starting to open up the glass, and then next time I'll work on the concrete. And then there was a fellow who actually gave me a super chat in the streams. We stream all of this, so definitely feel free to join us and hang out while we do all the grinding and make all this stuff. But I was given a super chat for beer, so I went ahead and learned the glass thing, and we did the beer in game. So I went ahead and learned how to make the beer bottle. And then over here, you can make it inside the kitchen bench. Right here, you have to learn the recipe for it here as well. I don't have another beer bottle here ready to go, but I've got all the beer I made. So yeah, and I've got one down on my hot bar right there. So let's go back up on the roof. Let's have a beer together. And that's it. So this was the build for the dry run expedition. And yeah, I will see you all for the next one. So it'll be a stream, and then we'll have one of these little guys at the end. I'm going to go ahead and drink this beer. I guess, did that work? He's reaching back there. I don't think he drank it. Oh, wait, I got to do it like this. Boom. There we go. Had the beer. Got my stamina back. Anyway, thank you all for watching this little one. And yeah, we'll have more adventures and more builds to show you later. Till then, see you later. Can't wave when I'm in the camera mode, but you guys get the point. So yeah, thanks for watching this one. Bye-bye.